Dean, do you still have that photo?
Oh, cool.
I'm going to tell you a story. Now, this is a very cool thing, okay? And it's really an up song. It's called The Wall of Death. And it is about an amusement ride, not really, sort of, but not really. When I was a kid growing up in Sacramento, California, at the state fair, they had this pavilion, and there was this big round deck, and everybody would climb up these stairs onto this deck. And the deck looked down into what amounted to a barrel. And the barrel was maybe 50, 60 feet in diameter. And at the bottom of the barrel was a trap door. And everybody would gather around the top rim of this barrel, and then you'd hear this roar of motorcycles. And the door at the bottom would open up, and these two guys would ride into the bottom of this barrel on motorcycles. And they would ride round and round and round at the bottom of the barrel until they got up enough speed that they could ramp the bikes up onto the wall of the barrel. And they would ride around, what would that be? Vertically, horizontally, depending on your orientation. They would be riding sideways, and the centrifugal force of the speed of the motorcycle would keep them pinned to the wall as they would spin around. I thought that was the coolest thing going. I mean, where do you see something like that? And it was, you know, just for the price of a ticket. Anyway, this is a picture. Dean, my dear friend from long ago, still is a friend. He brought us a picture. This is the Wall of Death. There's actually a woman riding this motorcycle. Anyway, we're going to do a song called The Wall of Death. But you needed to understand what the Wall of Death was before we did the song, otherwise you'd think it was some downer. It's not. It's a fun carnival song. Now, whether we remember it, that's another story, but that's the song we're going to do. What's the, are we same place? Same place. And I think I find this song very difficult to sing, so this is for you. I'm sacrificing my vocal cords for you, because you're here for me. Thank you. How does the song go? You, Tom. I have no idea where I'm going.
Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. You can waste your time on the other rides, but this is the nearest to being alive. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. Crazy people in the crooked house. You can fly away on a rocket or spin in a mouse. The tunnel of might amuse you, and Noah's Ark might confuse you. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. Seems far from me. On the wall of death is the nearest to being free. Oh, you're going nowhere when you ride on the carousel. And you may be strong, but what's the good of ringing a bell? Switchback will make you crazy. Beware of the bearded lady. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. being alive. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall. 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 Let me take my chances on the wall.